Let's do this. Ah. Woo! Greetings, my fellow foxes. This is Aaron from the Fox Clips via the Foxtron, presenting to you today WWE TLC 2012 predictions. Now, since WWE TLC 2012 is the last pay-per-view of 2012, it's obvious that these predictions, are the last predictions of the Fox Coops. So let's get straight to it. So we have the pre-show Battle Royal, Santa's Little Helper. I'm sure Santa's a very lucky man. So you got loads of divas in this match: Layla versus Kaitlyn versus Alicia Fox versus Natalya versus Tamina, Xana, Rosa Mendez. The Funkasaurus or the Funkascandals, Naomi and Cameron. So basically, AJ got replaced for some reason, so I'm assuming that they want to continue the angle with her and Vicky Guerrero. And I can see that Layla and Kaitlyn have been kind of in the title picture with Eve, but I feel they seem to want to push Kaitlyn all of a sudden. So I think Kaitlyn will win this Battle Royale and will go into versus Eve, and I think they make that since Eve has kind of been a bit on the lowdown. I think we need them. Then there might be a title change, and I think Kaitlyn could be heading, out of TLC as the WWE Divas Champion. So that's a possibility. So let's get to the next match. We have Big Show against Sheamus. So Big Show obviously won the World Heavyweight Championship at Survivor Series. Was it? No, it wasn't Survivor Series. It was Hell in a Cell, I think. Yeah, it was Hell in a Cell. He defended at Survivor Series. Obviously, he's going to have a bit more of a reign with it. In fact, how I see it is how Ryback, if he's not going to, stay with this whole CM Punk angle, I have a feeling Ryback may be kind of put more on SmackDown to make SmackDown a bit more, credible. And he's going to and if Big Show can hold the World Heavyweight Championship till WrestleMania, then who knows? It could be Ryback against Big Show for the World Heavyweight Championship. And it could be Ryback winning that. It's a possibility, since Big Show is someone that many fans would love to see get shell-shocked by Ryback. So that's a possibility. So I think Big Show will beat Sheamus and retain the championship. I think Sheamus will go on somewhere, but Sheamus will still be staying red hot. But Randy Orton returning maybe from his injuries as a heel, it's a possibility. Put him against Sheamus, but I don't want to keep waffling along with that, because once it's happened, then it's happened. It hasn't happened yet, so there's no need to make it like it's going to happen. So we have Wade Barrett against Kofi Kingston for the Intercontinental Championship. I think that Wade Barrett can walk out of TLC as well as a new champion, because Kofi has had a few months of it, actually, the title reign. But I think since Wade Barrett obviously had an injury early in the year, and he would have won the Money in the Bank apparently. So it kind of obviously stopped his growth. He was escalating to the top, and then he was just pretty much pushed against the barrier. And he's come back from his injury, with his kind of gladiator look and his new theme where he doesn't care anymore, and a new finisher, the Souvenir. I just feel that it would cement easier, and it would help, something for next year to, happen, for him to have a credible reign with the Intercontinental Championship, going past WrestleMania. So I think Wade Barrett will win this. Barrett, by my mouth. We have Antonio Cesaro against R-Truth. So I think that Antonio Cesaro retain. R-Truth is good and all, but R-Truth just feels randomly put into this since he disbanded with, the Tag Team Championship kind of title chase with Kofi's. So they went their separate ways. But I can only see, him being kind of lost in the shuffle. But they put him in they're giving him a chance. They're putting him on the card. But I just feel that he hasn't actually shown too much to deserve the championship. So I think that, and I believe that Antonio Cesaro deserves to retain the championship. So Antonio Cesaro will beat R-Truth. Ron Killings. His name. We got Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara against Team Rhodes Scholars. I think Rhodes Scholars initially beat them, so I feel that Mysterio and Sin Cara will win this match and get their redemption. And there may be an angle between Mysterio and Sin Cara. There may be the tag team champions heading into WrestleMania, turning into rivals because they want to break the record for the most masks worn at a WrestleMania stadium. They couldn't do it at the last WrestleMania or this year's WrestleMania because they were both injured. So they made Kane bring his mask back. So I can see them, winning, and I think they would eventually end up beating Team Hell No. I mean, they're kind of involved in a lot of catastrophe right now with the Shield. So let's get straight to that. We got, well, actually, no, before we get to that, since that is probably going to be the main event, we have Dolph Ziggler against John Cena. This is going to be a really good match. It's going to be a ladder match. People will be saying that John Cena is going to win. John Cena is going to win. But the thing is, we have to realize that John Cena loses, the amount of times he's lost via pinfall has been very, very rare. But he has lost at TLC. He's been put through a table by Sheamus. And he's going to be on the floor while Dolph Ziggler is going to get the belt. Dolph Ziggler is going to win this match. I believe that's going to happen because it's not pinfall. It's a ladder match. So something's going to happen. They're going to be at the top. They're going to be at a high spot. John Cena is going to fall off somewhere. And Dolph Ziggler is just going to... He's going to grab that briefcase and he's going to show that it is his. And I'm not sure when he's going to cash it in, but I would love to see it at next year's WrestleMania. That would just add a little bit of spark. That's never happened before. But I feel Dolph Ziggler will win this. It's his time to win it. He's had too many losses at pay-per-views. He became the sole survivor, defeating the sole survivor, Randy Orton. The initial sole survivor, who was Randy Orton at Survivor Series. And now it's just time for him to beat John Cena. Survivor Series, you've got a pinfall on Randy Orton. Now it's time to get, it's time to retain his briefcase against John Cena. He needs that because he's lost too many pay-per-view matches this year. And it's time that the winds of change start, swiveling like a centripetal force. But, So, and the main event now. So, sorry I'm a bit rusty, not making a video for a week. It gets to the rusty point of the pipeline. That's what she said. But anyway, let's get to the main event. So we have Team Hell No and Ryback against the Shield. So I believe that the Shield will win this match because it's going to be their debut match. Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. And even though I've been hearing, reports, or I personally think that they're going to push Dean Ambrose once they split. Seth Rollins looks like a big star as well, but then Roman Reigns has something to him that he has a lot of credibility. The build looks like a younger version of Al Snow for me. I don't know, like a bigger version of Al Snow, but he has that, the look that Vince McMahon would obviously want. And he looks like a good athlete. I think he's related to The Rock, but I think they will win. They will retain somehow. It's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be a very all-over match kind of. It's gonna be a TLC match. Things are gonna happen. Someone's gonna get the pinfall. It's gonna be. It may look like the card's weak, but I'm actually kind of looking forward to this pay-per-view because I'm looking forward to the Shield. These are new prospects in the WWE, and it's time to put the prospects into action. And it's nice to see that CM Punk can have a break because people are gonna be missing CM Punk. Just like we have to wait to see The Rock at Royal Rumble, we have to wait to see CM Punk at the Royal Rumble, not at being the next pay-per-view we see him at. So it's gonna be something exhilarating. Not sure if The Rock's gonna appear there, but definitely CM Punk will appear. So that's pretty much all I have to say, really. These are just last predictions. Hopefully this pay-per-view is something that is good, but it's something that no one is exactly looking forward to. It's the end of the year. WWE tends to get kind of stay around now. They just kind of chill out and go with the whole Christmas spirit to rise everything. But I'm really looking forward to WWE TLC 2012 because I actually think that it is gonna, surprise us. And I think I'm just looking forward to seeing the Shield because I'm really liking this stable. I think they're much better than the Nexus because there's less of them and it's more elite than the Nexus. And I'm saying the Nexus look kind of cheesy with the whole black shirt and yellow t-shirt, but they look more serious, if that makes sense. And they're not meant to be renegades and stuff like that. They stand for honor. So yeah, I like the whole thing that's going on right now, and hopefully it can it can continue on to next year, and we can see a continuation of the Shield for maybe a year or so, because that usually great stables can be around for a year or even more, but usually in a different form, if that makes sense. The Nexus, they won't really like that, even though they were great at the time when they came. But yeah, so that's all I have to say. So thanks for watching my video. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Share this video if you really enjoyed it and just want other people to see it. Comment on this video on what match you were looking forward to the most at the TLC pay-per-view, and please subscribe to the channel for more WWE news and rumors, and obviously WWE 13 content, ultimate WWE 13 content. And follow me on Twitter at TheFoxScoops. Check me out on Instagram at TheFoxScoops, even though I haven't uploaded a picture in a very long time, for reasons unknown. But yeah. So yeah, hope you like the new outro as well. Just I change up so much. I'm like a hormonal teabag. But yeah, and also just to mention, also check out my recent video in which I do a mixed entrances video for Edge with Chris Jericho's entrance. So hopefully I'm going to give a break on that now, and my Universe mode I want to start next year now, because obviously I just haven't even done hardly any. And I want to make a new Slobber Knocker episode soon, next weekend. Top 5 actually, because I did a Slobber Knocker, but I want to make it top 5 because I want to spend more time into that. When I have obviously free time next weekend sometime. So you should make one video a week anyway. So yeah, thanks for watching. This is Aaron from the Fox Coops, and I'm over.